Hello, my name is Mike. In this video, I want to share something with you very personal. Why I looked at moving to the Philippines as a gamble, the choices I had to make to get here, and some advice that I have for anyone out there who's thinking about doing the same thing. I've been living in the Philippines for over 10 months now. It was definitely a gamble in making the decision to move here. Was it a gamble that this former truck driver cashed in on big time? Or did I walk out of the casino broke? Or was it more of a break-even proposition? I'll break it all down. Welcome back to my channel. In the final years that I spent in the United States, I found myself reflecting on life, retirement, and what really mattered to me. I started to look at the Philippines almost like it was a casino bet. Every big life decision comes with risks, and for me, uprooting my life and moving across the Pacific Ocean was a gamble. I sold most of my possessions. Some things I managed to sell quickly. Other items I couldn't even give away, and no matter how hard I tried, I eventually had to throw them out. At the end of the day, I was left with 8 suitcases, and those 8 bags represented everything that I would carry with me into this new chapter of life. Making those choices wasn't easy. Deciding what to take and what to leave behind felt like playing a hand of cards. Sometimes you know when to hold on, and sometimes you know when to let go. Just like a gambler at a poker table, I had to weigh my options carefully. But here's the important thing. My gamble wasn't really about what I packed into my suitcases. It wasn't about the clothes, the keepsakes, or even the memorabilia. My gamble was about whether moving to the Philippines itself was the right choice. Now, don't get me wrong, this wasn't a reckless, spur-of-the-moment decision. It was what I call a calculated risk. Before moving here permanently, I had already visited the Philippines 3 separate times. I wasn't coming here blind. I had seen the culture, experienced the climate, and met the people. And being married to a Filipina gave me another layer of understanding about daily life here. I had insight into the values, traditions, and lifestyles of the Philippines before ever making the leap. Another factor that gave me confidence was the sheer number of Americans who had already made this move. I have read estimates from 300,000 all the way up to 600,000 Americans currently living in the Philippines. That's a massive community of expats who have already taken the same gamble. Knowing that so many people had already successfully made the transition gave me some reassurance that I wasn't alone at the poker table. So yes, it was a risk, but it was one that I felt comfortable taking. When it came time to finally pack up, I had to make some very tough decisions. What do you bring with you when you're relocating to the other side of the world with only 8 suitcases? Well, for me, the essentials. That included my vlogging equipment because I knew that I wanted to share my story and experiences. A few pieces of Seattle Seahawks memorabilia because no matter where I go, I'll always be a fan. My Bible, which gives me comfort and grounding. My grandfather's pocket watch, a personal heirloom that connects me to my family history. And of course, my clothes and daily essentials. But for every item that I brought, there were countless others that I had to leave behind. Furniture, books, collectibles, and even sentimental items that didn't make the cut. That's when you realize material possessions aren't everything. Sometimes letting go is the only way to move forward. But let me make something clear. The true gamble wasn't about what fit into my luggage. The real gamble was about whether the Philippines was the right place for me to build the next chapter of my life. Moving to a new country isn't just about scenery or cost of living. It's about adapting to a new culture, a new healthcare system, and a new way of life. And that's something that every foreigner needs to think about before making the leap. Now let's talk about you. Maybe you're watching this video because you've been thinking about retiring in the Philippines, or maybe you're just curious about what life is like here for foreigners. Here's my best advice. Visit before you move. If you've never set foot on Philippine soil, don't sell everything and jump in head first. Come here for a visit first. Spend time in different areas, cities, beaches, and provinces. Every region has its own feel and lifestyle. Understand the Philippines is not for everyone. Life here can be amazing. The warm weather, the friendly people, and the lower cost of living. But there are also challenges, tropical diseases, infrastructure issues, healthcare differences, and cultural adjustments. Think long term. Are you ready for the heat and the humidity year-round? Can you handle being far from your family back home? Are you financially prepared for unexpected medical bills? These are real considerations every expat has to face. Have a safety net. Moving abroad should never be an all or nothing gamble. Keep some money saved. Keep ties back home if you can, and always have a plan B. So for me, the gamble has been worth it. The Philippines has given me a slower pace of life, beautiful scenery, and a welcoming community. I've traded the hustle and stress of the US for something simpler and in many ways more fulfilling. But that doesn't mean it's the right move for everyone. Some expats thrive here while others find it difficult and eventually return home. That's why I always say know yourself, do your homework, and test the waters before committing fully. So was moving to the Philippines a gamble? Absolutely. But it was a calculated gamble, one that I made after doing research, visiting multiple times, and preparing myself for the challenges. And now I'll turn that question to you. Is the Philippines a gamble that you're willing to take? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit or tap that bell notification so that you don't miss any upcoming videos about life in the Philippines, expat challenges, retirement abroad, and the risks and rewards of moving overseas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.